generation. An intellectual current known as post-Zionism is now found, though marginally, in various academic institutions and has produced unfamiliar pictures of the past. Sociologists, archaeologists, geographers, political scientists, philologists, and even filmmakers have been challenging the fundamental terms of the dominant nationalism. But this stream of information and insights has not reached the plateau on which resides a certain discipline called the history of the Israelite people in Hebrew academies. These institutions have no departments of history as such, but rather departments of general history, such as the one I belong to, and separate departments of Jewish Israelite history. It goes without saying that my harshest critics come from the latter. Aside from noting minor errors, they chiefly complained that I had no business discussing Jewish historiography because my area of expertise is Western Europe. Such criticism was not leveled against other general historians who tackled Jewish history, provided they did not deviate from the dominant thinking. The Jewish people, the ancestral land, exile, diaspora, aliyah, Eretz Israel, land of redemption, and so forth are key terms in all reconstructions within Israel of the national past, and the refusal to employ them is seen as heretical. I was aware of all this before I began writing this book. I expected my attackers to claim that I lacked a proper knowledge of Jewish history, did not understand the historical uniqueness of the Jewish people, was blind to its biblical origin, and denied its eternal unity. But it seemed to me that to spend my life at Tel Aviv University amid its vast collection of volumes and documents about Jewish history without taking time to read and tackle them would have been a betrayal of my profession. Certainly it is pleasant, as a well-established professor, to travel to France and the United States to gather material about Western culture, enjoying the power and tranquility of academe. But as a historian taking part in shaping the collective memory of the society I live in, I felt it was my duty to contribute directly to the most sensitive aspects of this task. Admittedly, the disparity between what my research suggested about the history of the Jewish people and the way that history is commonly understood, not only within Israel but in the larger world, shocked me as much as it shocked my readers. Generally speaking, educational systems teach you to begin writing after you have finished your thinking, meaning that you should know your conclusion before you start writing. That was how I obtained my doctoral degree, but now I found myself being shaken repeatedly as I worked on the composition. The moment I began to apply the methods of Ernest Gellner, Benedict Anderson, and others who instigated a conceptual revolution in the field of natural history, the materials I encountered in my research were illuminated by insights that led me in unexpected directions. I should emphasize that I encountered scarcely any new findings. Almost all such material had previously been uncovered by Zionist and Israeli historiographers. The difference is that some elements had not been given sufficient attention, others were immediately swept under the historiographer's rug, and still others were forgotten because they did not fit the ideological needs of the evolving national identity. What is so amazing is that much of the information cited in this book has always been known inside the limited circles of professional research, but invariably got lost en route to the arena of public and educational memory. My task was to organize the historical information in a new way, to dust off the old documents and continually re-examine them. The conclusions to which they led me created a radically different narrative from the one I had been taught in my youth. Unfortunately, few of my colleagues, the teachers of history in Israel, feel it is their duty to undertake the dangerous pedagogical mission of exposing conventional lies about the past. I could not have gone on living in Israel without writing this book. I don't think books can change the world, but when the world begins to change, it searches for different books. I may be naive, but it is my hope that the present work will be one of them. Tel Aviv, 2009.